The federal government is sending more than $15 million to help Wisconsin deal with forever chemicals in drinking water. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency says the grant money will help towns, local water systems, even some private well owners pay for testing, planning, and new treatment equipment to remove PFAS. The EPA says the goal is to cut exposure, lower long-term treatment costs, and make sure that rural and lower income areas aren't left behind as tougher PFAS drinking water standards will take hold soon.